Sure. Okay. Yeah. So.
Okay, Mikhail. I have to ask you some question here. Okay, we want to be success, and I know a lot of investors out there not even know about this project. Okay, and can you explain it, like how you do marketing in Cleancarbon project, and what's an idea? And I know this economy is really bad in crypto markets right now. So can you explain some for us to know?
Yeah, sure. So as I mentioned to you before, I mean, overall, I think we spent just over $400,000 for marketing, and like we had some bad luck. Like this was it because of the timing. And we noticed this, that after the first crash, the price went down to 300. Many people left the crypto. They just had like a break, and then we noticed that the impact of our marketing like dropped. Then there was another big drop. BNB went down to like $180 something, and it was just like the moment when we launched. So this was like really bad timing. But obviously, like we cannot stop, and we've started like really big things with the marketing as well. Like we're focusing at the moment mostly on Korean and Chinese communities, because somehow we managed to get them growing pretty big. We are just having like now, I think on 26th there's going to be a huge video posted on Korean YouTube as a guy with 260 followers. I think he might be the biggest one in Korea. He wants to work with us, and we are starting with this. We are still pushing in China as well. And just to give you like some big picture, like that, the way how we need, it doesn't make sense to burn more money. Like it's not really about like, yeah, let's try everything. Let's just take all the money that we have and put it in marketing. Because at the end, if it doesn't work and the market conditions still didn't recover, if you look at the fear and greed index, it's still like very, very low. People are just really frightened at the moment. So it's really, it's about timing, and it's about surviving this like a first kind of couple of days. And yeah, we just need to work and do our stuff. We have technical things. I'm focusing my energy on technical things. We are building additional projects around the products around the Carbo. Udo is working on installations, our CEO, and things like, especially with the installations, things are really looking good. We are not afraid that this is not the project is gonna collapse or anything like that. We have enough money to run the company for another year, even if the crypto bear market is gonna last that long, which I don't think is gonna be the case. So it's I know the price is dropping. Like we wanted to help the community. We gave away a lot of airdrops. Many millions of Carbo tokens when sent via airdrops. First of all, there was airdrops for the first pre-sale buyers. Over 2 million Carbo tokens have been sent. Then there was another airdrop before. 15% of the tokens who got purchased got sent back to the people, because we want to also protect the community and help them in a sense in the conditions like that. But there is a downside of that. People have access to tokens, and some of them they sold. And this is why the price is going down. Like now, we're not gonna do any more airdrops. For now, everything is already sent, everything is done. So we are just waiting for the rebounds of the price. And we are working on everything. We are doing marketing. We also don't want to burn the money. So now the deals that we're working, we have probably like 8 people who are working with marketing. Like everybody who's connected with us in marketing. And this is something that also I can discuss with you, Johnny, that people who have some marketing connections, we are giving them like weekly or maybe bi-weekly allowance of Carbo, and then they can use this Carbo to find some marketing deals. This could be there on Twitter, this could be YouTube videos, this could be some like Telegram groups. People can use this. So this is also like offer for you and for your community. If you want to support, we can give you Carbo for this kind of activities. It's not that much. We don't want to spend that much money. It's not, because the more we spend for marketing at the moment, especially paying in Carbo, the more people later can sell this Carbo. So it's really about spending money wisely now, and we just have to move on. We just have to. Everybody is here with the team. We talk every day, and we grow the project. We build things step by step, and I'm optimistic. I know everybody who wants to go away already, that they think it's that was bad timing. Carbo's not gonna survive. Please do so. We're gonna keep the community believes in the project, and I'm pretty sure the project is gonna go up. in the next like weeks, months, and years to come. It's like once we deliver with the installation, it's just going to be explosion. And people who are with us and patiently waiting for everything to be fulfilled, they're gonna be the better off. They're gonna be the real winners. So it's up to everybody to decide how they want to do it.
If I could chip in as well, because I think from the marketing perspective, just now, as Michal has said, there's no point to burn money, to waste money, to put money in the wrong slots. Pretty much 90% of the slots are wrong. Only, it's like, what is the point of losing more money if there will be no outcome? So at the moment, we have to regroup, and we are already regrouping, and trying to find new ways of promoting Cleancarbon. And also, what we're doing is we're focusing on preserving our community and teaching them who you are, what we do, because the project is complex. It takes time. It doesn't take a day or 2 or 3. It takes months for some people to understand what we do, and it's a process. And even the moderators, these people, we are focusing on training these people, and this is what we have to do and focus apart from the marketing, preserve the community, strengthen the community, so they become endorsers. There are people on Twitter that they post regularly, and this is what we want to do, but on a bigger scale. So my priorities is to make sure that these people are well trained, and they spread the knowledge, and they spread the awareness about what we do on Twitter, because it's so easy to waste money.
I understand that, but like I said, I have questions, come to me. Investors asking me, what is this project? I say, have you read the white paper? And they say, well, I understand that. But I say, if you want to know the project is legit, or a project just, like regular other project out there, a lot of them are pump and dump. So I explained to them, you have to read the white paper and the roadmap that you want to pay attention on. And you see the developer team, they will follow the instruction on the roadmap, or it's just like regular project out there that just try to make some money and run away. And I explained it to them, a lot of them not understanding, okay? It's just this project about keep the earth green, to help in humanity to the next section for environment, okay? And, like in your white paper, you write it in there, is the machine going to run by wind turbine power, or solar panel, or electric?
Let me jump in, because it's even better than that. The machine only needs a little bit of gas to start, and then it uses excess heat it generates. So about like 30% of generated heat goes back to the machine and make it run, and the rest is generating as producing syngas. So in a sense, once it's running, we don't need to build wind turbines. We don't need to build solar installations, because these things are expensive. The whole installation can run on itself pretty much once it uses a little bit of energy to run it up. Then it just uses excess heat. So just so you know, because I think we don't discuss this in the white paper anywhere.
That's why investor out there, they need to know. I have people asking me those questions. Okay, so I want all the questions clear. And a lot of people don't understand how this project will go in crypto with the big idea and a big project like this. And I explain it to them, but not many of them believe in me because they don't think it's legit. And I just tell them, okay, one is a company from Cleancarbon already exists. And a crypto project is like a sponsorship to make the project run in the future and expand the company to worldwide. That's why all investors.
Let me jump in, because I think it's worth to clarifying this. I mean, yes, it's what you said is true, but it's only a small part of that. The reason why Carbo token exists is because the whole business model that we are creating is just much better to do it with a token. It's not. It's the financial part is only little thing, because we still we didn't collect enough money for the carbo cell to build the whole installation. We're still going to use venture capital investor. But having the token model, it's going to help the project grow. We can build this like circular economy, for example. That we're going to produce the hydrogen, the syngas, and we sell it to petrol stations. People will be able to purchase the hydrogen created paying directly with carbo, so it's like circular economy. The hotels as well, the same story. We can sell energy to the hotels and they pay us in carbo. This carbo goes back to the whole community because it's all connected. And then we can also grow carbo much better this way. For all future installations, we can have many events around the installations. We can have physical utilities. People can use carbo as a payment method. And also, like, let's say we were discussing this, Johnny, a couple of times. One day we expand to Vietnam, for example. We can create this like a green initiatives around the carbo token, around the installations in Vietnam. We can reward people to help us in carbo token. We can reward people for cleaning the planet or places around Vietnam, paying them in carbo. It's just when we connect this with the installations, physical installations with the blockchain model, is this the sky is the limit of the possibilities. This is the main reason why we use carbo, because normally we could just get the money from venture capital investor, build the installation, and that's it. But it's very limiting. Like if we do it like that, and especially if we do it with 10, 20,000 members community, then anything we want to do, if you want to expand to some places, like I met you, Johnny, for example, and you can open the possibilities for us to expand in Vietnam or maybe in America as well. Like normally we would not be able to do that. And then if there's any kind of petitions to be signed, just kind of pushed to some local governments in different places to get things done. Imagine we can have a petition signed by 10,000 members that this is something that people want. I mean, this creates, like, the people can push it on social media. It creates just completely new business opportunities if we do it like that.
Well, that's why a lot of investors not even understand on this part of the project. So the project too big and too large for a crypto investor really understand what it is. So I always share them and tell them this and that. And, they're like, okay, so let's see when the installation for the machine and that when we know the project legit. And I say, well, by that time you'll pay 75 cents to $2.25 per carbo by then.
Yeah.
So the market would drop. Understand at first I tell all the investors one thing. First, it's no ever in crypto history, ever before, developer team will just pull money out their pocket to give airdrop back to investor from begin 15%. And I explained that to them. You remember with me and you haven't discussed before. And I said with you, like, look, Mikhail, if you lock it up, the coin from begin for whoever buying pre-sale from begin, at first the market don't have no carbon out there to trade from begin to keep clean carbon circulating moving. So we have discussed, and I give a suggestion to you before. I said, like, can you just make some airdrop for some people? And my expected, I said like 10%, that's a lot, but I don't believe your team do care much for the community. You guys do 15%. 15% versus with original BNB buy-in, back then is 8,000 carbo, turn around, ended up at the launch point, we launched for like 3.65 cent per carbo. So the person buy pre-sale back then, actually we pay only 3.4 cents per carbo anyways, okay? Compared with the BNB market-wise. And I explain to people, you can look all over the crypto market ever before. No projects out there ever before that developer team will pull in 15% out of their reserve carbo supply to give it to the community back. That is your pocket in your team money to give it back to community. And I mean, and John, we're talking about hundreds of $1,000s.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. And I can add to this that, I mean, this was really bad timing with the launch, and it was beyond our control. It's not something, but we really care about the community. We want to make people as happy as possible in the current market conditions. I mean, it's really, those difficult choices in a sense, but the choices that we make are always, we are trying to find best solutions that are good for the project and good for the community to keep people relatively happy. I mean, you cannot, if the price of the crypto drop like 70%, like obviously people are not going to be happy because everybody's got crypto and everybody is like below they lost a lot of money. So I mean, we're trying to kind of at least give back to the community to cover some of the losses that people made on other projects as well. So I think this is the strength of the community as well.
Well, like I explained it to them, but I said no any other developer team will give them 15%, but compare the 15% for every 50 BNB, that is 60,000 Carbo. Yeah. And then that 60,000 Carbo compared with the price with BNB at the moment, unfortunately, they get 30% back, not 15. So that 30% from original pre-sale price that they get back. So if they just sold that and they still have 100% of Carbo left in their pocket, they already take that 30% investment back. But one thing,
John,
hold on.
Yeah,
one thing that I wanna remind you right here. But the saddest part is the investor who get that 30% back, they not appreciate it. They sold it.
Yes, and then they sell it, and then they complain the price goes down. I mean, you cannot have both things. Like if you want the price to go up, you need to buy, not sell. And it's like, for me, it's like really funny. Like people come to the chat sometimes and like, oh, what's happening? The price goes down, and then like and it turns out they are selling. Yeah, they want everybody else to buy while they are selling. I mean, this is like, if you sell, the price is gonna go down. This is
another thing. I checked some wallet, the amount of coin, and I know, like me and you, we are good friends. We are help each other out, and I explained it to people how legit the project is. But another part of it is a lot the wallet is really came from marketing, selling out too. Okay, the amount of the coin released to the market, and I'm just saying, a lot of people not understand why this project, like we lock in from begin. Well, the part of it, I said the CTO of the project try to protect an investor from this market crashing. So exactly. We don't try to get the investor come out, receive all the coin and dump it. And so gotta make the project harder to grow. And then just because it put trigger onto the investor thinking, well, a lot of the scam project out there, they lock it up like that for developer can push the coin out for the liquidity. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So the investor looking at it like, oh my God, this is one of those projects. So I keep explaining to them what we do is protecting the investor in this project. But on the dark side of it, it's most of the investors thinking on the opposite side that we try to screw them. Okay. So I just want to make this video today. I'm stay on the investor side. And I can ask you the question like those, whoever for investor who invested into this project, understand this. What is Cleancarbon?
Yeah. So Johnny, let me tell you this, because just add to what you were saying. Like some people decided to sell, and this is everybody's choice. But just to be clear, like we had the airdrop for the first pre-sale buyers, that they will getting like some fixed amount of tokens, and over 85% of because I was calculating this. I had to know which investor gets double Carbo, and over 85% people didn't sell anything. This is like so people people understand it. Exactly, and just to put this in a little bit like a broader perspective as well, that we launched in the worst possible market conditions. This is really, I think, this is objectively the fact, and still we are above the price level of the. We are still up. Like the price of the token is up, and I think it's I don't know if mainly, but the big part of this is the fact that we locked the token. So I believe the locking the pre-sale tokens was like really good idea, pretty much. If we didn't do it, and people would have chance to panic, as many people did, the price would drop even further. And just add a little bit, like we we are thinking of the best ways how to go forward. And as we talk with Dominic about this, the marketing is one thing. The other thing that we are doing now, and this is like really huge, because also like some people ask us, why don't you like push it so much on Twitter? Why don't you put like every like 5 messages per day, like the rockets and 1000x? No, guys, we are serious project. We have European Union subventions, people looking at our project. We have governments looking at our project. This is not typical like a Moon Boys crypto project. We are a serious company. This is like our messages, our communications, social media channels are balanced. We are a serious company. Actually, two companies. And so this is the reason why some people who are used to like a normal crypto, let's say more traditional crypto project, they think we don't push it enough on social media. We don't create enough hype around it. But this is not the type of the project to create the hype. This is serious. And we need to make sure that every communication, every message that we send is aligned with both vision, with the seriousness of the physical installations and the blockchain as well. So we are finding the common ground on this. And just one more thing, because before I forget, apart from marketing, we are looking at the different ways how to raise more funds and how to help to the project. I'm at the moment in Dubai because this is the best place to find investors, to find communities, to promote the project on a higher level. And I'm like on Friday, I'm starting to go for like every blockchain meetup there is, pretty much every conference. And the idea is that we're gonna use the seriousness of the project, not the crypto part, but the installation part, the European Union subventions, the big parts, to get some venture capital investor, another one. And then if this happens, we're going to use part of the funds to create like a big buyback project, the big buyback system for the Cleancarbon. This is something that is happening anyway. But if we manage to collect more funds through venture capital investors when I'm in Dubai, we can push the price like really a lot. So this, and then if this happens, I mean, everybody who decides to sell, it's up to them. I mean, but the people who decide to keep it, the price gonna go up. They're gonna get more passive income from everything, and they're gonna thank us for every single decision that we made along the way. I'm pretty sure.
Well, one thing I already explained it to the investor. Okay, I explained to them really clear. I said this project is not just all investor coming in to invest into a Cleancarbon project, but in the future reference, unfortunately, government will get involved. And when they get involved, they want to own so many shares of Cleancarbon. In this situation. The Cleancarbon, by that time, we have supply limit. Right now, maybe like 300 million and change left in total circulating supply left out of market. So by that time, if a government get involved, and I'm just saying, if one day, Mr. Elon Musk see the project so potential, he spent a couple $1 billion to buy this. And so guess what? By that time, is who going to have enough supply to sales? Who going to have chain to look at a supply for carbon Cleancarbon, I'm sorry. So I explained this to a lot of people. They just not get it. I mean, to the point, like, if you want to invest in something, you want to invest into that share in that company, and you not even read about the company history. You're not looking at the stock share, how it goes for the past 3 years, and when the big downtrend times and stuff like that. If you don't look at the information for for what you try to investing in, it's just sad to see people influence from the others and not understand 100% about the project, and they just jump in and investing, and then later on, and they miss the train. And then when the train already take off, the only thing you can see is the railway left.
Some people join to make like a quick money, pretty much. And if you join to make quick money in the worst market conditions when everything is dropping, you're not gonna make quick money. So our project is for more long-term investors, and they're gonna be best off. And I think even now we gave away so many like the airdrops. I think altogether, like for most of the investors, this is around like 25 to 30% of the investment they got back in airdrop already. But apart from that, if they didn't sell anything, they have more carbo because of the passive income. They are generating the BUSD as well. So even if the price is kind of stable, people get like passive income, like right out of it, like without any, with both like two different forms of passive income. So I think if you combine all this together, and just also the moment when we start with the first installation, and this is actually happening, there is no way anybody will stop us with the installation part.
Sorry. Can I jump in real quick? I jump in real quick? A lot of investors asking me, okay, you said you have a contract for installation already, right?
This is like we're gonna publish this, Johnny, at the right moment. I think it was between you and me only. This is not the public information just yet.
I understand. They are asking me when the installation will be applied, and I say from the maximum to the end of the year, this year, that will be happening. Okay.
Exactly. So also on our roadmap, and I'm pretty sure this is going to be delivered by the end of the year. Installation should be running. This is what's happening. The building process obviously is going to start much earlier. It's going to start very, very soon. Everything. So
well, people don't understand it. We plan for this project. We all will meet in Vietnam to find another big market for this project as well. They don't know that. Okay. Yeah. For nationwide. Investor all out there, they don't understand. I work my best, try to get Cleancarbon. When you guys done with installation over Spain, completely done, the progress, the machine run perfect, we will introduce in, to Vietnam and United States. I am already talking to someone here and then try to get things moving. If we get approved and we have all the layout and qualification and requirement for United States law to run some of those, those machines here. And then not just that, this trip, we are meeting in Vietnam to talk more about the project, and we're going to expand in it. And by that time, when people realize about the Cleancarbon project, how legitimately this project is, it's too late. They missed the train. The only thing they can see is the rail track left. Yeah. So,
and to be honest, is I like this idea. Because in a sense, people who believe in a project should be rewarded mostly for that. If everything is super clear, if we deliver everything on time, everybody's gonna jump in. So I mean, it's good to give some opportunity for people who can just trust us and they can buy now when the price is so low. And I'm happy. I think this is really perfect because these kind of people who believe in us from the beginning, even if the market is down, even if things are not perfect, these people should be rewarded the most.
Okay, for the requirement, your team have any idea that is in the future, if one country or one facility like to put this machine in their waste yard to operate, do your company ever require they have to have the token from Cleancarbon part of it to purchase the machine? Or they have to hold certain part of it?
Definitely. In the Q3, we are planning to start with the franchising. Maybe Q4 if the first deal is happening. And then I got some, yesterday I spoke with some guy from Poland actually. He wants to get me in. He's like a big businessman. He wants to have installations like that. And that's going to be a requirement like that. Everybody has to have Carbo tokens for that, of course.
We already have agreed on this, and our meeting in Vietnam, I just share public with them for they understand what the Cleancarbon is. Okay, so we'll tell them the truth. Okay, we already have connect in Vietnam with some investor. They're interested looking at the idea and the machine from Cleancarbon situated how to see how it's work and how the machine can be success to take care of the waste, from the waste yard. And this trip, we go over there and we do all that. We talk to the investor and they want to be dealer in Vietnam. And yes, they can. And so to me, if all the investors understand what, we have think and what is a real Cleancarbon is, I don't think we should be under X20 from launch right now. Compare with, a lot of people like, oh my God, the project is big. Why we have only 20-some-hundred wallets investing in it? And then the truth is, some project, even they know I can't tell you what it is. I don't want to talk bad about a project. Well, I know it's bad. Okay. Like other project launch and they have 5,000 wallets. and they know they just robbing people with 20% tax fees, and they know that they try to take all the interest out of the project legally. I mean, and then we can't call them the drug pool, but ended up they success more than real legit project. And a lot investors out there, they don't even know Cleancarbon exists. And another question I want to ask, that I have that question all over every single day. Okay, the question is, when Cleancarbon will list on CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko?
Yes,
I know you guys already applied in it, but the question, because the CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko, we have millions of people go on that site to look every day.
As I explained like many times, we applied for everything. Like based on I got some messages on the community yesterday that they were looking at other projects who launched, and they got listed like up to 3 weeks later after the listing, because like apparently like they are slow at the moment, and this is completely beyond our control. And it's actually, I was thinking like yesterday, it's not so bad that we don't get launched just yet, because now we are giving away so much airdrop. Some people decide to sell. I think it's better if people who decided to sell, they sell, and then we start like a new kind of bull run with everything, and hopefully also in combination with the whole crypto market. This would be perfect. So this is completely beyond our control. They actually say it explicitly when you put these applications, that don't send multiple emails. We've already submitted the forms, and if you just try to rush it, it just slows down the process. The only thing that we got the confirmations. They are just putting all the information out there. We are there on the list, and it's gonna be completed when it's gonna be completed. There's no other way for me to say it, really. But it's coming. Like, we are definitely gonna be listed there, so guys. So just don't worry about that.
Well, I explained it to you one more thing. If Cleancarbon listing on CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko, I guarantee you by that day we may be X10 just listed on there. So I just want investors to understand what we just discussed about and hold on to it, and understanding what you hold in your wallet right now may be worth more than whatever coin you ever hold in your wallet ever before. And I know Dominic want to say something earlier. You have some suggestion to say there, sir?
To be honest with you, I don't remember what was it. I just wanted to chip in, but yeah, it's not relevant anymore. Thank you for asking.
Okay. Well, the thing is, like, this market, with this market condition, okay, 12 hours before we, Cleancarbon was launched into public on PancakeSwap, okay, market dropped like $86 billion in 12 hours before we launched. And after we launched 4 days after that, it dropped another $200+ billion in the whole crypto market. That's a big dent. So it totally, with less than a week, okay, crypto is dropping 26.7% of the market. I'm so happy today when I look at like, wow, it's grown up over 50 billion now, over 900 billion for coin market cap right now. But I'm just saying, a lot of the time, investors, they have to understand the market condition, and we talking about some other project climbing price or reducing on the price. But the three main coins in the market is Bitcoin, Ethereum, and BNB. They are dropped just like fall off the sky as well. And you see, Bitcoin dropped down to $17,000 at one point. So I'm just saying, I mean, investor understand that. A lot of my viewer and my group, they kind of disappoint with me sometimes, because what I tell them, share information with them about the project, and they drop and not increase the way I expected it. And I just say, if you look into the full picture of the whole market condition, you can tell exactly what's going on. I mean, we can't just only one coin gonna grow. And the sad part is, the market dropped ever before, compared with 2017. This 2017 compared with now with like nothing. It's like zero compared with market condition this year. It started dropping since late November, early December, it completely dropped. It dropped like 6 big times in this market. And I think it's, I'll be honest with you, after yesterday, all those news, except next month, if, Mr. Fed have another news about increasing tax, I don't know that could put another dent into the market situation or not. But to me, I think yesterday about, afternoon, evening time yesterday, the market is actually bottom.
Yeah.
Everything starts climbing up right now.
I hope it's bottom already. But to be honest, because all the markets are connected together, it's not really about the crypto. Governments are printing a lot of money. This is the consequences of the coronavirus. Everything is kind of like now catching up to the real situation on the markets everywhere. And if you think about it, like all the crypto like really dropped down quite a lot. I'm gonna say this again. We are still above the initial launching price when we distributed 20 to 25% of the tokens extra for the people, and everybody got also passive income from our token. And I think in the next weeks or even months in the summer, the price of all the crypto market could go down. And if you think about it, like having Carbo tokens in a situation like that, we are relatively stable, and then everybody gets passive income out of that. That's like, it feels like a really good kind of opportunity for people still. And I think this is why most of the people, they keep their tokens. They decide not to sell because they know in the current situation, having Carbo it's better than having BNB.
I'll tell you one sentence. I think in from the investor's point of view, I'm not saying that all of them, but some of them, it's not keeping the Carbo in their wallets. It's the risk. People, it's like people realize that how. I mean, not all of them, but some people, the informed investors realize how huge potential Cleancarbon has. So it's a risk to not take risk. It's simple as this, man.
Yeah.
Well, the thing like this, on crypto market wise, I mean, everyone knows about it. But one thing, like in my group, I already tell them, like, when Cleancarbon out, I ask them to, if you want to reduce, and if Cleancarbon launch X15, so why you don't book a loss from SafeMoon, Sinjars, and other projects like Everdome, other legit coin before to invest into Carbon Clean. And guess what? They did. And now some of them, they not even understand, and they're thinking why Cleancarbon not X10, 15, like you say, but turn around, they don't see in the part. When we sell in Everdome, the price is 4 cents, and now they drop under a penny.
Yeah. Yep.
Everything like they sold before, actually they're making profit on that when they invest into Carbon. And Carbon, we buy them with BNB. So the BNB price drop and went with the launch price, actually, and then the 15%, so that will be 30. So actually, they're making money, and they save a lot of money now when they invest into Cleancarbon. Then if they leave those investing into BNB or other project before, and now they're gonna split in 5, 4, 6 ways before, and then now Cleancarbon, they still even money, but they get the 30% from the airdrop. The 15% compared with BNB price back then, so like 30. So I mean, on either way, but I think I hope with the market a little bit more stable from now to another couple of weeks, and the people who ever hold Cleancarbon, they don't believe in Carbon Clean project, that they sold it all, and when we are pretty much at the bottom now. So
I think also like some people might have believed in the project, but they just panicked because if there's a situation like that, people, they're just afraid, and usually the smaller projects, because we are still quite small, they drop the most. So people were like, I'm afraid to have Carbo at the moment. Like when the market, everything goes to zero, like the people were panicking. Like I want to have some stable coins. So I mean, this is completely understandable. As you say, I mean, I hope the market's gonna recover very quickly, or maybe it already started. Let's see. I just want to say that we are prepared for every possibility. The Carbo token is not that dependent on the market. This was by design. This is the part of the system, and this is actually all the vesting things that we did, the passive income forms that we did. Also, like not relying on other, like the liquidity. We only have to be USD, so people cannot get cheap BNB now, for example. by selling carbon because the BNB price is low and they want to buy. No, they're going to get BUSD. So all the little things that we did, we were prepared for conditions like that. Obviously, it's not going to be great. It's much better if there is another bull run and everything goes up, but we're not going to suffer that much. And it shows. It shows. Like some people are selling off for sure, but I think we are still above the initial launch price pretty much. And after we launched, everything was just going down, and we didn't. So I think this is the simplest kind of explanation, that we are prepared, and it could go even down a little bit more. Some people's gonna see it as opportunity, they're gonna buy. We have no control over that, but we are better prepared for the bad market conditions than most of the projects. I can tell you this.
I can tell you also that I think that there are people are waiting on the sidelines to jump in. I'm pretty sure there's like some percentage of investors that could have sold already on the top at the all-time high, or never bought, and they're waiting for the price to stabilize, and then they jump in. And this is one of the possibilities as well. But we as Cleancarbon, we're gonna keep pushing regardless of the circumstances, because no one promised us it's gonna be easy, man. You know, there were a couple of indicators that, you know, the price might fall, the price of Bitcoin might fall. Obviously, the market will follow because it's all correlated. But, you know, we were prepared for that. And we're going to keep pushing.
I don't mean it, but I just say, when soon as Cleancarbon listed on CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko, I guarantee you, that thing going to make a big, big wave. People not realizing it. Because CoinMarketCap is every single one, even myself still go on there every day to looking for things, okay? So it's going to take a big, big impact when Cleancarbon listed on CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko. And by that time, who knows what the price of Cleancarbon would be. So, I mean, you know, with all information provided to you, and I have another partner work with me, and he kind of like to ask you some question too. So, for the information for investor today, our conversation here, and if any further information in the future, I would like to, you know, provide this, you know, and helping the investor understand more about the project, and any, and, you know, extra idea, will come in soon. And I will make another videos, phone call like this, and I record it, and I will post into public for people to understand what it is, and then, you know, understand more about Cleancarbon. Okay. So I started recording the video here, and I really appreciate it.
I think it's a good idea to have this like frequently asked questions. So like this kind of small AMA session, let's say. The moment when you feel there is enough questions that are not answered, I think this is a really nice format that we can just have this kind of calls, and we talk. And we just like give you through because sometimes when you write things down, if it's like short answers, it's not enough. I think if we have enough time to really explain things in more details, I think this got more impact. So I think this is fantastic format. Thank you for that.
Yes, I agree. I agree with Michal, and it was a beautiful idea. Because as Michal said, the written responses can be a little bit dry, but now people can see our faces and see our emotions, how deep in project we are.
That's exactly right. Because a lot of projects out there, you never see developer team even show their face in the project, because they, you know, part of it is they're not really legit, you know, so they're scared to show who they are. And a lot of them not even scared to show an AMA, they only doing the voice AMA, because they don't want people to know who they are. But, you know, you guys, you know, stand up straight, you know exactly what it is, and it's legit. So why you have to worry? You know, people have to understand this.
Exactly.
But, you know,
there is no way out for us, like at the moment, and never. Like we are out there. There is nothing we can do to like quit the project. We put our faces, our money, our reputation, everything on the table. So I mean, even if the price is gonna go down, we're gonna be here. That's what I can say. And nobody is leaving Cleancarbon, and we're gonna find the solution how to explode the price. Yeah.
I think this one is exactly what a community like to hear. So I appreciate it, guys. And looking forward to ask you for more information next time, okay?
No problem.
Thank you, Johnny.
Thank you very much for having us.
All right. Okay, guys.